Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of Peace Talks. This is a series where we catch up with the bands and the artists that are coming to play for us at the Mars Bar in Worcester. And today I'm joined by Frederico Heliodoro. Hi Frederico, thanks for joining us today.
Hello, my
Joining,
friends.
joining us from Brazil, in fact,
Yes, Rio de Janeiro,
Rio
Brazil.
de Janeiro. There we go. So I think this is probably the longest distance we've done on one of these
Really?
videos.
Yeah,
And
we're having the Super El Nino,
right.
which is like really strong winds.
Yeah.
And I have a gig later. Let's see if it's gonna be canceled or not. No.
Okay. Well, actually,
Yeah.
talking of storm stories and Brazilian music, in January last year, no, January this year,
Uh,
sorry. God, time's flying away. We had a drummer over here, Davide Giovannini, Italian drummer,
oh,
and he
cool.
has a Minas project.
Nice.
So they played on in January, but that was Storm Goretti hit that night. We had really bad snow in the
Really?
county and further up north.
Oh,
So.
yeah,
Um,
January.
Yeah, yeah. So it was a fantastic gig, but lots of people couldn't make it down because of the weather. So, um, but yes, I'm sure your gig will go well tonight. But
Well,
better in.
oh yeah, but let's see.
So
I
yeah, just for people watching, this gig's actually a special one. So we run a fortnightly program, normally the second and fourth Thursday of the month at the Mars Bar, and we'll be cracking. We're actually on a break at the moment through July and August, but we'll be starting back in September. So our first show is going to be on September the 10th, but we actually added this gig in on the 17th of September, which is when Frederico will be coming up. Because he's only in the UK for 1 week. He's heading out on a European tour, and this is going to be the first time that he's going to be in the UK playing his own music. Um, as a band with you've got a UK band. We're going to talk about that in a bit. But yeah, just two dates I think you're playing in the UK. The Vortex on Wednesday the 16th, the day before us. So that's your warm-up gig.
yeah,
I popped down to the Vortex actually for the first time. Been meaning to get down there for a while, so I popped down there
I never been
just a
there
couple,
too.
couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so that's a great place. I'm sure you'll have a full house there for that one, and then up to us on the 17th. So yeah, really looking forward to this gig because so I think we were introduced originally through Tom Ford via email. In it was back in April 2024. I was looking back, I didn't realize this.
Yeah, like I've been working on this tour for a long time.
Yeah, so
You know?
I know we were looking. I think at the time you were looking at coming over the autumn of that year, 24.
Hmm.
And then and at the time I was focusing as well on UK artists, which I still continue to do, but
Yeah.
we can break the rules every now and then. We'll break the
Yeah.
rules on the regular gigs and we'll break the rules on the international gigs
Totally.
as well. So, I mean, this is, yeah, it was an opportunity I think came up. I listened to some of the music you sent through originally. I think that was around the time you just done The Weight of the News.
Yeah.
That was 2023, wasn't it? That album came out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 2023 was when the album came in the beginning of the year. And then I did a tour here in Brazil, did a tour in the US and also in Europe in 2024 maybe.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, we weren't able to get you a gig that year, but and I hadn't really heard any of the I hadn't heard of you before over in the UK. I've spoken to a couple of people that have heard of you, so that's
Thank you.
good. But it was yeah because of the introduction through Tom, I thought yeah it sounds interesting. So
Yeah.
um
Yeah, I met Tom through Instagram. We became friends. I don't know, like he posted
cool.
memes also and played good. Then we started talking. And then he came to Brazil eventually.
Mm,
And we just hung out here. And then when I had the opportunity of booking gigs in the UK, I talked to him, of course, because I wanted to play with him as well. And
mm.
then he helped me to find the band, and we have this WhatsApp group now, and we're just like, talking about the songs and logistics, and it's gonna be nice
Fantastic,
to play with.
yeah, and Tom's obviously going to be in the band in the UK for the UK gig, so we'll come on to the full band later. In fact, actually, because Tom played for us, he was one of the first bands that came and played for us back in
Really?
We started in 2022, and I think it was September 2022 that
Cool.
he came. Actually, it's quite interesting actually, because that would have been yeah, it's September 22. He played with his band, and then he came back in September last year
Hmm.
with his band again. That had Nathan Shingler on drums. That's going to be in your band,
Yeah.
and he's coming back. He's coming back again now with your band. So that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
And he's playing
Uh,
bass this time.
he's playing bass this time. Yeah, yeah. So that's going to be interesting because we've all seen him play guitar in various lineups over here. He actually played one of your tunes in the gig in September. I'm
Oh
tired
yeah,
of
he
being
told
so
me.
hype.
He sent me videos. So cool.
Ah, cool. Yeah, so I've got the full footage from that
Yeah.
gig. But yeah, so your music won't be completely new to people if they haven't heard any of the recordings because they would have heard that one hopefully. But if they were at the Tom Ford gig, but yeah, that's cool. So. Yeah, let's talk about your sort of musical career in Brazil because I think you've been recording now for a bit over 10 years, 10, 12 years or so.
Uh,
Well,
Recording
actually
albums, you
probably
mean?
probably nearly 15 now, 15 years.
Yeah, my first one was in 2011,
Right.
and it was a total different music. It was a cool little phase I had, I think. And then from 2011 to 2015, I released one album per year.
Hmm.
15 was my first singing album,
Okay.
Acordar with Pedro Martins and Felipe Continentino. And then I started playing with Kurt Rosenwinkel,
Hmm.
2016.
Oh, right.
And then
So that was
and then we
that
started
was with the Kaipi
touring
band,
the
was it?
whole world. Yeah, I was in Kaipi.
Mm.
And then we toured the whole world, and I like kind of like decided not to release more albums by then because I was like absorbing so much, music
Mm.
and traveling and didn't have time. Like the kind of the days that I'm having right now because I'm full of new songs, but I'm too busy doing other stuff.
Right.
So it's like I need some months without any work
Yeah.
just to work on the shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But then yeah, then pandemic after Kaipi band on in 2020, like, started teaching a lot, selling online courses and everything. And then 2022, I started playing with Milton Nascimento. I did his last tour,
Oh,
and then
fantastic.
everything came back. Like,
Yeah, cool. So, yeah, so I think so. After that, so Weight of the News was I suppose the first one after that was it, and then you've done
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
other recordings, Tres Horizontes,
I have
and
some EPs and singles
yeah,
going on.
yeah, cool. So yeah, quite a bit of recording material out since then as well. So
Yeah.
what can we expect from the so what you because I know you kind of with some of the promotion stuff that you sent through with the tour, you're kind of celebrating 10 years of touring.
Mhm.
With
Yeah.
this tour. Yeah. So what are we going to what sort of stuff are we going to be hearing?
So that's a tricky question because it's not tricky. I'm kidding, but the last time I released something was in January 2025.
Hmm.
So more than a year. And
Yeah.
I've been writing music like from forever. And now that I decided to stop singing live, like I just want to play bass.
Okay.
So yeah, I've thought about this new repertoire, which is an instrumental one,
Hmm.
and with new songs, with new worlds. Since I've moved to Rio 3 years ago, like it changed completely my perspective of the aesthetics and everything. So I don't know. It just added up really cool material from my mind that I like it. And now
Hmm.
I have the songs written down and organized in structures and everything, or even just little ideas that we improvise over. So it's pretty. How do you say that? The energy is up, you know,
Excellent.
with with moments of calmness too.
Hmm. Cool. So
I don't know. I'm just having fun, lots of fun because I just played this music in Paris in May,
Right.
at the 38 Riv,
Hmm.
that place. And it was like super fun, super nice. I was really happy about it. And I expect to keep doing more of that in this European tour too.
Ah, fantastic. So
Yeah.
exciting to hear some new stuff. I wanted to
But
talk a bit about
also I play songs from the former albums,
yeah,
and I just don't sing it because the melodies are kind of cool to play instrumental too.
right, okay, cool. And so yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about your playing because you obviously, as you say, you're playing bass, but you play
Yeah,
kind of a lead bass. So you use an octave pedal, do you, to
yeah, yeah,
shift the tone.
yeah.
But you
It's
also play guitar. Is that was bass your first instrument? Did you learn music on guitar or did you sort of
I
gravitate to
first
bass?
learned the guitar when I was 6. My dad is also a guitar player, musician, songwriter,
Okay.
Afonso Heliodoro. And I started playing with when I was 6 years old. He gave me a little guitar and started like showing me chords. And so I started with the guitar. But then, as I am a Beatlemaniac, I loved Paul McCartney.
Okay.
So I became a bass player when I was 9. I decided to play the bass
Hmm.
without obviously not abandoning the guitar.
Mm.
But I started playing bass and just bass and learning Beatles songs and then Mutantes and then Tropicalia and then Clube da Esquina and
Okay.
then Weather Report.
Yeah.
But what? Uh, yeah, so the bass thing is like I always played bass through my whole
Yeah.
life. And since I started playing with Kurt and like since I started digging Kurt a lot, I saw that he was using this octave up thing. And then I researched which pedal was that. And then I
Hmm.
bought this pedal and then I started playing like this. Like all my solos, I would step on the pedal, and then even if I was playing bass, which is actually what happens the most. Like I'm playing bass, and when I'm
Right.
soloing, I use this sound,
Right.
but I play bass. In my quartet now, I wanted to have a bass player because in Paris was the first time I did this to have an actual bass player alongside
Right.
me in the band. So it's very comfortable for me, if because I can be way freely more free in my interpretation of my own music. So it pleases me a lot to
Yeah. So you got
use
you got
that.
someone else holding down the anchor of the bass while you're
Yeah.
yeah you're doing it. I think what I also found interesting is because there's a lot of bass players that play even not so much lead bass, but I mean one that sort of sprung to mind, not really playing lead bass, but John Patitucci.
Mhm.
And they always, when five strings came out and six strings came out, and yeah, I've seen people playing seven string basses and stuff like that, and it's kind of so it's kind of that merge towards the six string guitar on those, but you stuck
Mhm.
with a four string bass.
Yeah, but
But
that's the crazy thing for me because I also play guitar, I write
mm,
music on the guitar, I play piano. But when I'm playing guitar, I feel that I cannot play the same way I play the bass with this
mhm,
sound.
right,
It's something that I've been building since 2013 because I said that it's 10 years of touring the
yeah,
world, but it actually kind of low key started in 2010. So it's like 16 years of touring.
right,
And uh, so 2013, like when I remember when I got the pedal, that changed everything for me regarding this.
hmm,
So now it's like 13 years. So
right,
I know I researched which pedal has the best tracking for me as a bass player, which like because some of the electro harmonics pedals they don't allow you to put more dissonances in the chords
okay,
because of something that they have. I don't know. But the Digitech Ricochet that was the one that I found and always used. You can do like all kinds of like flat nines. I love voicings and I love
hmm,
practicing voicings on bass. So this pedal like helps me a lot to use this sound like freely.
yeah. Ah, cool. I certainly,
But
yeah,
I
heard it.
still play bass, of course.
Yeah,
I still play the regular bass too.
yeah. Yeah, no, it's I'm intrigued, and I'm sure others are going to be intrigued to hear
Mm.
that if they haven't heard it on recordings or some of the videos I've seen. I think there's one of the live concerts from Uruguay, was it on
Uruguay, yeah,
YouTube? Yeah.
Uruguay. I had a keyboard player playing the basses for me.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So band wise, I think we've probably covered. Yeah, we've got Tom Ford. So Tom Ford's going to be coming back, but he's actually going to be playing bass on this
He's
one.
gonna.
So that'll be a first for us. And Nathan Shingler, who's played there twice with Tom's band, so they're familiar faces. And then you got Laurie Milton on keys, who I discovered was because did you know the drummer Locks from London? He's just released an album, The Eight Gates, and Laurie's playing on that album, and he's touring. He's doing the album tour with that. I
Ah,
think they're
cool.
playing at Ronnie Scott's on the in September 20 something for September. But yeah, so Laurie, because we had Locks. There's a trumpet player, Poppy Daniels, in the UK.
Oh,
She
Poppy
played.
Dennis, I know her.
Yeah, yeah. So
She
she
was here in
played in.
Rio.
Oh crikey, when was it? June, June, something. I can't remember now. She played earlier in the spring, summer, and Lox is in her band, and then yeah, so Laurie's in Lox's other band. So yeah, there you go. It's I love these connections. We
Cool.
get those all the time.
Yeah, the
It's,
world is so small, man.
yeah, we get lots of musicians that come through because I tend not to book the same bands twice.
Yeah,
Just because there's loads of bands and different music, I want to keep things mixed up. But we've
yeah.
certainly had musicians come through. We've had some people come back three or four times in different lineups and stuff because it's everyone's kind of yeah just collaborating. You know, we get a London community and we get a Birmingham community that all work together and they all sort of pop up in each other's bands. So that's cool. So yeah, with your gig's actually going to be the first. So what I was aiming to do is come back after the summer break and do a consecutive series of Latin music. So we've had some really good gigs. We've had Triple play. We've had the Minas Project last year as well. Various
Minas.
other Latin bands. I really enjoy the music. So the plan originally was to try and get four consecutive gigs um, in that style of music, but it didn't quite work out like that. But we have over the 3 months, we got four bands that are playing a little bit staggered out. So that's our Brazilian love affair, stolen from the George Duke album. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, you're kicking that off, and then on the 24th of September, we've got Neil Angili. He's a keys player. He was actually it's his trio, which is Davide Giovannini on drums and Davide Mantovani on bass. They were actually
Mhm.
the rhythm section of the Minas project that played in January. So, and they do it's a trio, but they do three-part vocal harmony as well. So that's going to be really cool. Then we've got Tristan Banks. He's a drummer. He also runs the Verdict Jazz Club down in Brighton, if you've ever heard of that in the UK. But that he's coming back with his quartet. They played in 2023, and he spent a bit of time out in Brazil and picked up lots of music from there. So that features
Oh
in
yeah,
here.
I saw the flyer, man. Very nice. Lots of
And
people.
then we've got Bayana, which is another fantastic booking for us because that's a band fronted by she's actually from Liverpool, a singer Laura Doyle. But I don't know if you heard of the percussionist Snowboy. He had a band. Well, it's still going. The Latin section from the I think they originated in the 80s, late 80s.
Wow. I'm
Um,
from the
there you go. So yeah, he produced the album by Anna, and he plays on the album there. And they do at festivals and things like that. They do a big full lineup. They've got the Haggis horn section and
cool.
um, and Snowboy on percussion. But for the gig they're playing at us, it's going to be a five piece. But yeah, so really looking forward to that. That one's in November. So we've got a series of four gigs throughout the autumn. featuring Brazilian music of quite different flavors each one, interspersed with all sorts of other stuff. So we got some jazz rock fusion stuff in there. I'm trying to remember what else we've got. We got a trumpeter coming up. Yeah, we got some fantastic stuff coming up in. I'm just looking at my whiteboard to remind myself what's coming up. So, yeah, you're going to be at the start of a very good season that I'm really looking forward to. And of course, it's the start of your European tour as well. So, exciting times. Really looking forward to meeting you in person, Frederico, in just a
Yeah,
few
me
weeks'
too, man.
time,
Nice
and
to meet you.
what I'm sure is going to be a fantastic gig. So safe trip over. Hope all goes well. Good luck with your gig tonight, and
Thank you.
we'll see you in September.
Amazing. See you, man. See you,
Thanks very
Gabe.
much for your time.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you.